So Buck was like, he was barking at him, right? Joe comes into view at the bottom of that tunnel and looks up at Buck and says, yo, Buck, no disrespect to you, but fuck 50.
Okay, switching the topic. Now let me have some fun. Let me just ride with it one time.
Listen to this shit, man. Let's see. You be the judge.
Hey, look, I'm DJ Don Juan, right? I was Young Buck's DJ from 2006 to like 2008.
Okay.
And yesterday I'm wondering why I'm seeing, this post about Fat Joe and this 2-piece biscuit. And so I finally stopped and watched it today, and look, man, the majority of people I know that Joe is a percentage-wise cap. There's always like something and then there's something. And it is what it is. I don't personally know Joe. I know cats that do. It is what it is. I'm not hating on podcasts. I'm a huge fan of Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? The whole joint. You see how he just kind of put the pillow over. Look, man, I love entertainment. But I was actually there at that Chicago show.
Okay.
All right? And it was a lot of people. Yes. And we were up on a top tier. And I was specifically watching this. I'm not the goon. I'm the DJ. So I'm watching everything from like everybody's in front of me and I'm right there, right? I see this. I'm right there at that tunnel that comes down. What Joe is lying at is Joe pulled up at the bottom of that tunnel with 4 cops with him. Like they were surrounding him. Like there was already a tension in the air that the beef was going on and that Buck was going to be there. And Joe was moving around the whole time with police. I'm not knocking that. That's just exactly what happened. The police didn't just randomly pop up and form some type of barricade at the tunnel. They was already with him. And yes, the police did form a barricade, but they was rolling with him from the stage all the way back to his tour bus. They was there. Buck was barking from the top. The whole crew was, because Buck was down for the unit. Buck was down for 50. I know things have happened, but everywhere we went, you was not going to disrespect 50 Cent in front of Young Buck. So Buck was like, he was barking at him, right? Joe comes into view at the bottom of that tunnel and looks up at Buck and says, yo, Buck, no disrespect to you, but fuck 50. And when he said that, like Buck just turned into an animal and they just rammed down that court.
Man, look. Buck, man. Look, Buck. Bruh. You would crash out for that. Man, come on, man. I done seen some dumb shit, but nah, not like that. Not like that. That boy is a crash out, man.
He 50 was put money in his pocket, allegedly. And without 50, I mean, then we probably would have never heard about it, I'm assuming. I could be wrong. So
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he?
I don't know why Buck ever trusted 50. I think he was naive to think that he was gonna join this NY group and that shit just gonna be all blossoms. It's all these NY cats and it's him coming from the South. He should have knew exactly when I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, I get what you said because we know who 50 Cent is today, but it's just like with NY understanding, okay, the South is doing their thing. 50 might have thought, man, let me just bring somebody from the South and put it with a click so, we can somewhat blend
Right.
and not sound all the way New Yorkish. Of course, that shit didn't work, but I just feel like Buck, he did trust 50. And yeah, he shouldn't have, but it's like Southern hospitality. He was showing his gratitude to 50 for for putting him on. So
like no disrespect to you, but fuck 50. And this is Fat Joe, man. You never, it's just some guy. And Fat Joe with the police and shit. Okay. You got these police, we walking up, and Fat Joe, we'll see it in a second. He does mention the police barricade or whatever, but let's continue, I guess.
Yep. He said that shit in my face. Fuck Jill. Yeah, what you said, nigga? Oh, that's just me though. Because I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit, nigga.
Corridor to come down, like it was a big arena. We were in Chicago, and he starts coming down, but he can't get to him because of the police. Buck and Joe and them, as soon as Buck started coming, Joe and them took off to go to the tour buses, bro. And I don't get it. I know it's cap, and they say all news is good news or whatever for the game, for like this business that we're in. And it's funny looking at the memes and stuff like that, but two-piece biscuit where? Literally. I might as well just been the journalist. I'm the DJ. I'm not the goon, dude. Like, I'm not on the front line ready to go to war physically like that, especially at that time, right? Nowadays it's a little bit different, but back then I was very young, was new to the whole play. It's cap, bro. It's cap. Coach PR reposted it. They know other people, RP Tick, Tillin on it, but it's cap, bro. Why though? And now that bring Buck up on the podcast then. Like I said, like Joe is cap, man. It's all for entertainment though. So I was actually there. I saw it with my own two eyes. No two-piece, no biscuit. Just Fat Joe with police from the moment he went on stage to the moment he came off stage and to back his tour bus, which was probably smart on his part. Because like I said, Buck was not playing no games back then when it came to anything dealing with G-Unit, 50 Cent, any of that. And Buck definitely had them goons with him, them gorillas with him. And they weren't all from Chicago. Some of them was from the Ville. It was with us everywhere we went. And best believe, yeah. So anyway, shout out to Buck. You know what I'm saying? Joe can keep capping. Shout out to them in their podcast. I ain't tripping, do numbers. But there was no two-piece and no biscuit. I was there.
Okay, we got you.
And that's the question, dude. Why? Why? If you're gonna bring up a story, an old story, why sit here and make some shit up? I understand views and all that shit, but when you make up some shit that several people, and I know we only heard this his side and Buck's side, but if there was some other credible people there who started to come out and say, yeah, Joe, you lied. Joe, you deserve to be punched in your goddamn mouth, bro. That's how I feel.
Well, I mean, the DJ's word of Buck has about the same credibility of Buck's word to me. Like, he was Buck's DJ for how many, 10 years? So the validity of what he says, because that's all we can go off of, what people saying. Fat Joe say this, Buck say this, Buck DJ say this. So that's just like Buck saying it damn near. So, I mean,
I get it, but I mean, this dude, we don't really care. We don't. A lot of people might not even know him. I don't know him, but he didn't have to say shit. He could stay out of it. If what Joe said was true, I don't think that dude would have came out and said anything. I understand you would say, okay, he rocked with Buck. That man had to say shit. I mean, if it's the truth, it's the truth. Like, yeah, Buck. Yeah, I heard that song, but yeah, what he said was true. He knocked your ass out.
All right. So do you think
there are people who tell the truth, man?
There are. So do you think if what Fat Joe said was true, that the DJ would have came out and said it was true as well, if that was really true?
If what Joe said was true, do I think the DJ would have, stamped and approved it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if Buck would have came out and said, nah, what Fat Joe said, I feel like he's not really attached to them, none of them niggas anymore. So he'd be like, nah, Buck, you lying, bro. I was there. I was there. Some people tell the truth. I know it's hard to believe it.
I don't believe it. Fat Joe lied, the DJ lied, Yo Buck lied. Nah, let me stop. But yeah, I mean, it seems plausible. And Fat Joe, he likes to sit up on these things and tell stories and whatnot. So we seen that he likes to exaggerate stories, and he's went viral for his stories. Simply his stories, he's went viral for, in which that's a gift and a curse. Because hell, how can we take you serious sitting up telling these stories, if people like, man, hold up, man, that shit sound crazy. Like,
Yeah, yeah. But however you build your platform is how you build your platform. If you're gonna build it based off of lies just to get the views, then nobody's never gonna believe what the fuck you say. You're not a credible source, and I can't
yeah.
watch somebody who's not credible.
Well, I'll say this. I don't think Joe. I mean, we gotta take into consideration he was around in the time, and he seen a lot, being that he was around at a certain time when these Nas's was 9-3 and 9-4 and shit. Like he was around, so I think a lot of people will listen to that before they listen to someone who wasn't around in those times. So I get why people listen to him. I'm not gonna say the platform was built off of his lies, because a lot of times they be spot on. Him and Jada, when they breaking shit down, be spot on, and I think that's kind of what they platform is built off music. Uh, music, hip hop culture. So I can't take it completely away from them, but it's just like take the meat, leave the bones, and whenever when Joe get in that bag, man, it's like okay, here go Joe, and Jadakiss be sitting right there, like, man, this nigga's crazy, like so.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, me personally, if you sit here and talk to me in my face and tell a lie that you know is a lie, I don't give a fuck what you ever talk to me about tomorrow,
see,
next week, but you're a fucking liar because you didn't have to. I didn't ask you for that story. I didn't ask for
right.
that.
But we wasn't there, so it's like I can't call it a lie if I wasn't there, type of thing. So
I
it's just
feel
I
you.
don't
I
know.
feel you. I feel you. You're
This
absolutely
is
right, but
how you
it's
look at it.
goddamn it's
Yeah,
done. Hey, I'm a true crime like a motherfucker. I see through this shit, and
no,
even though he was the DJ was on Buck's side, I believed him. I truly believed him.
yeah. But another mythical story from Fat Joe. Uh, I often wish Nas would talk more about tell stories and things like that. Uh, I would employ anybody to listen to a song by Nas called Death Row East, as I feel like that was one of the moments where Nas shed light on some of the story timelines and things, how he's seen things, because we don't really hear that from, people who were there involved in it. So anyway, but I really ain't got too much else on this.
You ain't got. I thought you had a video of Fat Joe.
Oh yeah, I forgot. thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna hear Fat Joe side. We talked about it enough. Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
let
want
me
to hear
not.
this big boy side.
Yeah, let me do this. Let me do this.
When he comes down, he's in the staircase and he's trying to tell me, like, yo, this ain't got nothing to do. But he was just talking crazy. He tested me to see if Fat Joe was pussy. A lot of niggas is pussy. They act
Joe,
like
you
they
sure he
tough,
just
but you
wasn't
catch
saying
them.
what up? Like he said,
Hell no. It was at the height of the beef.
Oh.
So he's in the staircase. Yo, I wasn't this and that. But he poked his head out just 1 second over the cop's thing. And nigga caught the. Come on. Niggas like, oh.
What he do?
Even the barber hit him.
So what he do?
Even the barber hit him? He hit us with the my bag. Yo, it wasn't like that. This, that.
Damn.
Then we jumped. I tell you, I had the that was
Shit
the
sad.
I had the ugly niggas with me.
My bad. I'm just thinking little lines again.
No, I'm just telling you, it was like this. Yo.
And one thing, one thing I'll say, from going to the Mo 3 shit, the issues he had with other rappers here. I think a lot of times in these situations, people will be like, such and such came in with the police, or they brought the police. The police was, police be out. It's how do we know? Was it police? Was it security? Was it bodyguard? Whatever it was, Were they with Joe? Were they not with Joe? Were they just there? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's too much speculatory type of things going on, I think, where it's like, I mean, I don't know. We got one word in the other word. So,
That man said they was walking with Joe. They was walking with him before that shit even popped off. So it could have been his security. He probably had on-duty police officers as his security, but regardless, it was the fucking police. So you know, Joe ain't gonna tell you the whole thing to make his. He got to make himself look real good in this story. So he gonna leave things out. And I know I wasn't there. Blake, how you know? Discernment. God damn it, discernment.
yeah. Yeah. You know, it's two sides to the story. The middle lies in between, I feel like. And hey, that's just how I see it, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is. We'll never know, but I think we do. Some people just don't accept it.
You got that.
We're gonna get up out of here, man. Fat Joe, man. Shut your fat mouth.
Okay, switching the topic. Now let me have some fun. Let me just ride with it one time.